Welcome to another episode of the Immigrant Show.
The Immigrant Show.
Today we'll have a couple of topics that we're going to discuss. But before that, we have to get nice and we're going to do the marijuanas stuff.
Yeah.
We do not advise any kids to be doing that before the age of, let's say, 20. Usually I would say 25 because that's when your brain stops developing, but...
Man.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a... When did you first touch the Mary Jane?
I don't remember if it was 8th or 9th grade.
8th or 9th grade?
Yeah.
Do you remember the circumstance?
Yes. And actually... So, funny story, I had two experiences.
Stories.
And then I stopped for quite a while. Actually, I stopped for, I want to say like 3 years, maybe more.
How long had you been smoking before you stopped for a while?
2 or 3 times.
Oh, so you had only smoked 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And then you said that's enough.
That's enough.
This dangerous lifestyle is gonna lead me down the wrong ways. It's gonna be terrible.
So, yes, I'll tell you the story.
I'm gonna listen to heavy metal and kill my parents.
Not that, actually, not at all. So, the first time I tried was with this dude in Bulgaria. His name was Stefan, and he was in my class in the private high school. So over there, I went to a private high school for English and, well, basically it was math and computer sciences, or computer science. Eventually, the school went defunct, but they had like really great teachers for 3 graduating classes. And the reason why it went defunct is because the dude that graduated was in my class, and in 2005 he graduated and his dad no longer had to support the school. He basically bought his son high school diploma, right? He kept the school afloat for the years that his son was in, and then the school went defunct 2 years after he left. After he graduated.
It got defunded.
No, it went bankrupt. It was a private high school.
What's that word you keep saying? The funk?
Yeah. Oh, maybe wrong word.
Oh, yeah. That's like the funded or bankrupt.
No, it went bankrupt. So wow, see, that's what happens.
See, it's a marijuana.
Yeah.
You know? is the
defunct? You know what? Can you Google
defunct?
it? No, it's not defunct. It's defunct. I think
I'm gonna Google this.
Oh, defunct. DEFUNCT.
Ooh, defunct definition. I don't think I've ever heard this word before.
Oh, so I was right. Shit. I knew shit.
No longer existing or functioning. A now defunct. Whoa! I didn't know that word. Wow.
Yeah, I was right. That's so nice. I remember words in English, which is my second language.
Yeah, that's very impressive. It's very impressive.
Yeah, I'm actually, now, this is such a side tangent. God damn it, but I have to do it. You know what's one of my favorite words? Malingerer.
Malingerer. Why is that? What does malingerer mean?
It's
for those of us.
It's shit that, okay, so malingerer is somebody that pretends to be sick or feel unwell to avoid work. Google that shit, man. I'm telling you, it is.
I believe you.
But no, let's test it if I remember, because that was an SAT word that I learned in high school. And I was like, yo, you know what? Like, I've seen so many people in my class do that shit. Like, malingerers.
Like, so that's what that's called.
Yeah.
Malinger. Exaggerate or feign illness in order to escape duty or work.
Yo.
Dang. People who had psychosomatic complaints were probably malingering. Dang. Psychosomatic. That's another fun word.
Yeah, the words.
Yeah. So once the kid left.
Once he left, 2 years after the high school ceased existing, and they just didn't have the funds to pay the teachers because they were paying teachers like premium. Like we had great teachers from computer science to math to Spanish to English, history. Like it was basically like the best of the best. And you know, some of them did hold a job in a different public school, but they came to teach us because they were like just like the principal handpicked them. The principal was also the owner, the guy that founded it too, and he handpicked them, and he did a very, very good job. And you know, it's just sad that the school stopped existing and went defunct.
Wow. All because do you know what that guy did? What he did for a living?
He was in the mafia. He owned forklift factory in the city, but he was mafia dude. Like he had connections.
In comparison, that school to other schools, other than those 4 years when his son was going to that school, how did that school compare to other schools?
It was a school full of good teachers and idiots. Like I remember that in one of the math Olympiads, right? Because over there, like there's like Olympiad for, you know, each school gives its own thing to see which one would, which people would be sent to the Olympiad for the city. So it's like school, city, state, and then nationals. Like that's, and then after that, I think you might go to even international.
Were those academic competitions?
Yeah,
or were they athletic?
Math, the math Olympiads, right?
Oh,
and
shit. Sick.
The last time I tried it over there, nobody passed shit. Like nobody qualified for the city.
Was it because people showed up high, or people just didn't study, or?
Dude, I told you, it was a school full of great teachers and lots of idiot kids. Like everybody there came from money. There was not one broke person in there. Every single body, like. People, I used to go with somebody like so
you guys were balling too. So you were like, oh.
I mean, in Bulgarian standards, we're balling. Yeah. But dude, it's funny. I'll tell you how much it costs per semester. It was something in the tune of like $1,600
for high school.
For high school,
$1,600.
And like we got top teachers, and yeah, per semester. I think it was even less than that. I think it might have been 800, but I'm not sure.
That's interesting. I wonder kind of why I was asking you about the how did that school rate with other schools in other times other than when they were getting funding, because I wonder how many schools are great schools, they just have no damn funding. Like all these teachers, all these programs, they're all freaking broke.
Oh yeah, a lot.
And they just, they everything would be great if they just had some money.
Yeah, a lot of schools. So,
man,
the first time I tried bud was with this dude from my class, right? And funny enough, his cousin, who I actually know, is in the U.S. right now and has his own aerospace company.
Hell yeah!
Like,
oh, my dude took flying to another level,
for
bro.
real.
That's freaking sick.
He does some parts for like SpaceX and
get the hell out of here! Are you serious?
NASA, yeah. He's down in Florida.
That's amazing. That's very cool.
Yeah,
That's
and well,
very
his
cool.
uncle also here had a company that dealt with semiconductors, I believe. It was like something on the computer/engineering side. Like it was fancy stuff, and. So he spent like about 20, not 20 years, but like about 18 years in that company. And then now he moved down to Florida and opened up a new one.
Good stuff.
For
good
himself.
Stuff. Yeah.
So his cousin, right, his name was Stefan, and like one day he was like, "Yo, why don't you just come over to my house and smoke some weed?" And I'm like, I've heard about that shit in songs, because like one of my favorite rap bands over there, we had the rappers and then rap bands. There was one rap band called Absurd, and then their lyrics were just hilarious. Like they had a song singing about beer and food on a Sunday morning and how nothing beats that. And like the only thing that's better is Mary Jane. There's even a lyric that says, cool. For Mary Jane sent me Kurt Cobain. And I was like, okay. So
what? I don't get it.
He was smoking. He's implying that he was smoking with Kurt Cobain. For Mary Jane.
Damn, because I immediately think about
me
his
Kurt
suicide.
Cobain. Oh no, come on.
No, that's what my mind went. I'm like, yeah. That's where my mind went. But that's fucking
place,
dope.
my friend. Jesus Christ, like life ain't that bad.
I know, man. Life is awesome. I love it. That's freaking great. Go ahead.
1 second, I need a refill. I think you do too.
Yeah.
So this dude and I go to his house, and his dad was a musician.
I like him already.
And he was a very famous musician actually in Bulgaria too. So he had money. You're welcome. And
we're very polite over here. We got manners, all right?
Dude, it fucking makes you feel better, dude. It makes you feel acknowledged.
What's that?
When you say thank you to somebody, it makes that person feel acknowledged, or at least it makes me feel acknowledged when you say thank you.
Yeah.
And that's important, That's how you should treat people always. Anyway, so we go to his house, and we didn't have papers, so we smoked it out of a magazine paper. What he did is like he broke. Dude,
what? That's terrible.
It was bad. It was bad. But we got high, and his grandma was living in the same city that my grandma was living, and I think it was a Friday. Yeah, it was a Friday. So we had to go back, and we're gonna take the public transportation, and I'm in 8th or 9th grade at this time, right? And like in the beginning it hit me, but then like it let me go a little bit, and we started walking, and that shit just hit me, and I was like, oh shit, this is good. This is good. And I felt like I was floating. So he lived about like 3.5-4 miles away from the bus station. So we walked to there, got on the bus, and by the time I got home to my grandma, like I was sober, and it was a good experience.
That's
but
great.
I don't remember the second time. I do remember the last time I smoked, because I made a fool of myself in front of the whole fucking school. So we're going on this excursion.
This is what caused you to stop smoking.
Yep.
All right.
So we're going on this excursion, and it was the whole school. So what you do is you get to the school, their bus is waiting for you, you get on the buses, they take you somewhere, like field trip, they call it over here, right?
Yeah.
So we're going on this field trip, but before, usually our thing was we meet at the cafe, we order this thing called Milinka. So there was the cafe, and then next to it was this lady that had like a little hole in the wall, like a little shack, and she made these awesome breakfast thingies, like breakfast Bulgarian thingies, and one of them is Milinka. And what that is imagine like challah bread, but not as sweet, and then it has feta cheese on top. So it's just basically carbs, but tastes delicious. Oh, and it's like, baked in fat.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go.
So it tastes delicious, and she goes and she bought it. No, we buy it. We go to the cafe and we're smoking cigarettes and we're having coffee before the field trip. And then one of the dudes go, "Hey, you want to smoke weed?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to smoke weed." So we go. The city is known the city of hills or the city of seven hills because it really has like 7 hills in the city. So we go midway to one of the hills, and we smoke there. Smoke. I take like 4 or 5 hits. Waiting, nothing happens. I'm like, oh, they fucking gave you some like bullshit ass weed. They roll up a second joint, start smoking that. 4 hits in, nothing. And I'm like, you know what, guys, fuck it. This is not doing anything to me. We start going back to the buses, dude. Like a freight train hit me. I couldn't move my legs. I couldn't move anything. And you know that time where sometimes like you get so high that you forget how to breathe?
No.
You never had that?
Nope.
Yeah, so I had that. And I'm like, fuck, I cannot breathe. But somehow I make it to the bus. And as I'm about to go onto the bus, I faint.
Damn.
In front of the whole school. Yo, the principal and his son had to drive me back to my grandma's city. Took me to the doctor over there. She already knew what's up. Like,
oh, man.
She already
Ninth
knew what's
grade?
up. Yeah. Huh?
That's great.
Yeah, ninth grade.
Jesus.
And, you know, she was like, did you take something? And I'm like, no alcohol, nothing. And she's like, okay, I understand. And then she was like, can I have a moment with him, please? So the principal, my grandma, and the principal's son left the room. And she goes, you need to tell me the truth. I'm like, yo, I smoked some weed and I don't know what happened. I just lost complete consciousness.
Oh, man.
Consciousness. And that was the last time I smoked weed. And like I stopped it
For
there
a while.
until 2005. So that was 01 or 02. Until 2005, I did not smoke.
Wow.
Actually, I smoked my...
That's funny.
Yeah, I smoked again my junior year. And it was with my boy Mark and with another classmate of ours named James. And we smoked in his house. Oh, that's another fucking funny story, dude. So, I haven't smoked weed in a long amount of time. I was actually very against it. I'll hang around people that smoked.
You became against smoking because
No.
you had a bad trip?
No. I didn't become against smoking. I just didn't hang out with people that smoked. Like, when I moved in, it was like a complete reintegration. In the beginning, I hung out with like way older people than me.
Yeah.
And from 02 to 05, I hung out with like people that were like 15 years older than me. That was like the youngest person that I hung out with. And that actually taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about who I want to be, how I want to get there. Because you kind of see their mistakes, but you also see where they did well and how they played their strengths to their benefit. So...
So what happened?
So me, Mark, and James, we go to James's house. At that time, he was living with his mom, and his mom had a living boyfriend. And they're like, okay, we're gonna smoke weed, and they're like, all right, fuck it. So James gets the weed. He had this Jack Daniel's bong. Put some of it, takes a hit. Mark takes a hit. I take a hit. We rotate one more time. I'm feeling it. I'm like, guys, I'm good. We start playing video games. That's in the living room downstairs, which the front door opens directly to the living room. It's like one of those houses, right?
Yeah.
I'm chilling, playing video game. Mark is chilling. Out of nowhere, I think James like took a shot of Jack Daniels or two, something like that. All of a sudden, we see James. My man doesn't look too good. Out of nowhere, he starts barfing, like, puking. But like happily, he grabbed the trash can and he was just puking in the trash can. But it was like, so bad. I'm fucking freaking out at this point. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, last time I smoked, I had a bad experience. This time I'm smoking. Like, years later, again, a bad experience. Like, what the fuck? And then eventually, James got better. His
Jesus Christ.
his step boyfriend, if I can call him that, right? Because his mama's boyfriend came in. He thought he was drunk, but then I've learned that he's very okay with young children smoking weed.
Oh, damn.
And then it was senior year, and it was right at the end of junior year. I went to summer school, fucking crushed it. And the reason why I went to summer school is to graduate earlier.
Right. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Just to take credits, as much credits as possible.
Dude, that's funny because I hear a lot of people that don't smoke. I mean, I guess I don't speak to It's not a topic of conversation often as it used to be, but most people that don't smoke that did is they stopped because they had like a really bad trip, and every single time they just what I think it is they're just smoking too much at once, and then you're feeling everything. Because dude, since the first time I smoked, I think it was at least 21 or some shit like that. I was with my brother. He asked me, it's like if I wanted to try it. Yeah, and I was like, actually, yeah. Let me.
What did you want?
Let me see what the fuss is about, and packed the one hitter. Took it. It's like, all right. And me, like an asshole, I said, so when am I gonna start laughing for no reason? And then he just looks at me and says, just hold on. So just chill out. And I think I may have taken a second hit. But then just a couple of minutes later, I'm just fucking dying. I've just fucking died for no reason. And my brother just be like, hey, remember what you said?
What's up now, dude?
Yo, bro. So I'm just like, chilling out. Then he brought out the bong. So took one of those and just chilled there and listened to some music. And it was dope,
amazing. Yep.
And ever since, I've smoked smoked a blunt, I smoked a joint here and there. When I went with some people, like I'll take a hit, but I've been in ciphers where like we're smoking one, and then somebody else is rolling another one, and then when we finish the second one, like somebody's already rolling another one. I'm like, nah, I can't. That's too much. That's too much fun. Because like now I'm either gonna sit down and fucking trip out, or I'm just gonna sit there and be a freaking couch potato. That's just no fun. I like to.
It depends on what you're doing. Like if you're watching some cool shit, like some documentary about Earth, for example.
Yeah, but I still want to be able to think about what I watch. I don't just want to.
Oh, you don't want to be immersed.
No, that's what I mean. I want to be immersed, but I want to be able to think about it. I don't just want to be just a dead body watching the TV.
Okay, because I
saying?
really don't like when that happens. Not if, because it happens sometimes. I don't even think. I'm like, I want that movie to take me on a journey and just give myself, and like there's zero thought going through my brain. It's
just entertainment at its finest.
It's not only entertainment, it's more like shit. That will sound crazy, but it's
loco.
It's experience, right? Because, for example, let's say I watch Planet Earth. That's what I do. If I get like that high, dude, always something with animals inside. Like, and not cartoon animals. I mean, like proper, I'ma kill you type of animal. Like, because then
some hunting stuff.
Yeah, because it makes you feel so vulnerable, man. Like it
vulnerable.
Yeah, like,
yo,
dude. I mean, when you see it,
did you see the picture from that was released from the telescope?
No,
the James Webb. Oh, yeah, bro. It's like this speck of the galaxy, and so this telescope is like the bee's knees. It's like the next step up from the Hubble, and it just shows. And again, in this like little speck, you see all these different galaxies, like not even planets. You see like galaxies, in the fucking distance. So it's like, yeah,
yeah, this is good.
yeah. Oh man.
So like I take myself on that trip, but what I don't like it when I start losing consciousness, because sometimes like I just like you fall asleep, and it's like you're so high that you fall asleep, and it's like annoying. And
it's always a weed. It's always a weed
true.
because unless you need it to help you sleep, go to bed.
But even like if you need, I don't know, I think that if you smoke up and go to sleep, it's a waste of a high. Because it does make you feel different. Like I feel, at least for myself, my senses are heightened. And depending on the amount of marijuana I've consumed, that sense is on different levels. And like there's certain points where I consume so much that the sense actually shuts off and I go to sleep. And for me, that's not a fun thing to do, right? Because like if I want to go to sleep, I'll just go to sleep, right? Even though I have noticed that, when, for example, I'm smoking, right? It was funny because I went from one hitters to pipes to joints, and then joints to one hitters again, because I really dislike the fact that a lot of times if I smoke a full joint to myself, my tolerance was not up there yet, and I would like fall asleep, and that to me was, why did I spend the money? Because I get high to feel the way I feel right now. Like for example, my skin is a little bit on the tingly side, right? Like I feel touching, like the fingers.
You feel touching? What you mean you feel?
No.
You feel what you're touching.
Like the feel, like it's more sensitive. Like I don't have to grab and hold. Like I guess it's a little bit more gentle for some reason because my sense of skin is so heightened.
Right. It's like,
yeah. And especially, and that's why I always wanted to do I always wanted to smoke proper amount. Yeah, actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do once Lisa leaves. You're gonna get high at home, and then put on the Dark Side of Oz, which is watching the Wizard of Oz with the Dark Side of the Moon playing in the background.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I feel like this is a whole generation that doesn't know that. Yo, you should definitely do that. It's a pretty cool trip.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Nothing's
and
awesome.
You recommend?
I'm sorry?
And you recommend it?
Absolutely.
All right.
It's pretty cool. It's funny because they asked the band, it's like, yo, did you guys do this on purpose? Like, what? Get the fuck out of here. No, of course not. It's just,
I have been like, really yes, cool I did.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, I did. So what happened? And
so our brains work.
I was gonna say, who is it to say that subconsciously in some way they did not do that? Like watch The Wizard of Oz super high. And then they were like, that just stayed with them, and they made music that expressed the feelings that the movie created while they were watching it high as fuck.
Oh, I feel the likelihood for that would be it's I don't think it's that likely, because you would have to imagine the whole band has the Wizard of Oz in mind, and they're all thinking about it in the same way. So you have to actively try to work on this,
I hear you, but wouldn't it be, if they all did it in the same time? Like if they were together while doing it, wouldn't that contact high.
But it couldn't be subconsciously. It would have to be like they would have to be very aware if that's what they did, you know.
That's possible.
Yeah, because just. But it's great nonetheless. Apparently, there are other movies and soundtracks that you can watch and do that too. I don't remember any of them, but apparently there's a couple of different ones. I think it was
one of my favorite actually to watch high is The Sound of Noise. Dude, that movie, I think I told you to watch it. That movie, it is amazing.
Yeah, you told me to watch this.
Because they create rhythm out of like furniture. Like it is a very, very interesting movie, especially when it comes to music and what is perceived as music. It's extremely interesting, and I loved it. And yeah, should definitely watch it, dude. Like,
music's fantastic. You ever seen those videos where people create beats just by recording natural things, the door closing, the fucking toilet flushing, and they just make these freaking bomb ass beats.
Who was that DJ that remixed two Phil Collins songs, and it was right next to one next to the other, and dude, it sounded like a storyline.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to put it over here somewhere.
It'll be somewhere.
Yeah, it was like over here, and I wonder if he lives in Florida, because Florida, man.
How was your trip to Florida, bro?
Oh, wait. Before we talk about my trip to Florida, because I have a few things to say about Florida.
Oh, before that.
How was the music festival?
Oh,
I wanted to ask you like forever for that.
Yeah, shit. No, the music festival was great. Basically, my lady and I's company, Rocky Prince, we got a tent space at the Pleasantville Music Festival that just happened on Saturday, and it was great. We met a bunch of different people, a bunch of vendors. We got a lot of positive feedback, made some sales. Music was great.
Nice.
No, it was definitely a great time. Definitely want to do more. Definitely want to do more and gonna do more. Just gotta like plan them out. So yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah. Who played? I don't remember off the top of my head, but there were some songs that came on, and I'm like, I know this song. That's who plays this song. And one of them, I don't know the name of the band. I will obviously put the name of the band on the screen. I don't know the name of the band, and I don't know the original song. But
you should just say this right here.
Hold on. But no, it's just funny to me because the reason I know this song is because Weird Al Yankovic covered it.
Okay.
And so when I hear the real song, I always think about Weird Al and this like funny song. But yeah, it played and I'm like, oh shit, I know this band. Some chick, I forget. Yeah, I don't remember her name, but she was again, you hear the song and you're like, oh, is this person?
Nice.
It was pretty cool.
Pleasantville Music Festival.
Yeah. Rocky Prince, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I do have another. I gotta tell people. I did finally make my LLC or my holding company.
Oh,
dude! And guess what I called it?
What did you call it?
Immigrant Holdings.
That sounds cool. I like that. Immigrant Holdings.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, because there is a difference between an immigrant and immigrant. I mean, just
wait,
from the point of view.
Immigrant Holdings or Immigrant Holdings?
Immigrant.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Why is that?
Because immigrant is somebody that leaves the country. An immigrant is somebody that moves to a country. So it's the same person, but depending on the viewpoint and depending on how you're addressing them, They're either an immigrant or
Or an
immigrant.
That's cool. Congratulations, man.
Thank
That's
you.
very cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah, probably the best $200 I've ever spent. I think it was like a little less than that, but
Hell yeah.
I rounded up.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, and so Florida. I went to a wedding in Florida.
Florida.
The wedding was dope. Had a lot of fun.
So then, what
It was
else
hot.
happened?
It was hot. Like it was hot. But other than that, I was prepared, man. I went over there with with cotton shirts, cotton pants, keeping it easy and breezy. But there were a few things that kind of bothered me a lot.
What,
The
like
first
what?
thing is that in order for you to get anywhere, because we were in Orlando, and we were in this place where at Buena Vista, I think it's called. We were in Buena Vista, and they're just mainly hotels. Dude, in order for you to get anywhere, first of all, my first rant about that shit, they charge you for parking per night. The hotels fucking charge you for parking.
What?
Yep, our hotel had a $17 fee per night for parking, and when I was bitching to somebody, they're like, "Oh, you got off easy." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here, you pieces of fucking shit, you motherfucker!"
Yo, what?
like that's so scummy. That's like below the below.
Yeah.
So, all right, we didn't get a car. We got Ubers.
Was that parking lot fucking pristine? Did it have like diamond handrails and shit?
Or just regular fucking parking lot.
Oh, God damn it.
In a hotel.
Jesus Christ.
And it was just like crazy.
They got to keep working on the infrastructure, So that's what they need the money.
Oh, now listen, it gets better.
Sick.
Second thing is, all right, charging for parking, fuck it. That's stupid. It is so fucking annoying too. Oh my God. Like it drives me up a wall. Anyway, second thing,
Like Batman.
tolls. Dude, over there, man, like you don't appreciate New York State tolls until you go to some bumblefuck state like Florida, and you have to deal with their toll system. Dude, there is a toll every like 5 miles, and it's some bullshit shit like 75 cents, 25 cents, $1.25. At least over here in New York, we make it like, all right, you entering, we're charging, we get your easy pass, or you get a ticket, whatever. You exiting, that's how much we charge you. 2 fucking tolls on the highway. Over there, every 5 miles, man. And on top of that, if you don't have their Sun Pass or if you don't have Easy Pass, they have toll booths with people in it. Yo, bonkers. Bonkers.
Yo, do you think the reason why they have tolls is because every stretch of the highway is owned by a different person, so they're just trying to maintain their road?
No,
you know what I'm
fucking
saying?
clue.
Like those adopt,
No, because it's like
those
state.
adopt the highway side. So a bunch of people in Florida, they just adopt the highway. They're like, it's mine, so I'm just gonna charge people if they wouldn't go through it.
No, they're all state owned.
Oh man!
And it's stupid, but it's like so much. Like, man, I have because the tolls by mail do make sense, right? You just go in, they take a picture of your license plate, have a nice day, you pay them by check.
Right.
Here they have some tolls in Florida that you have to throw exact change, and if you don't have exact change, you have to send a check or a money order for like 75 cents to the toll system.
What?
Yeah.
Can you pay online with a card or something?
Nope,
You
because
gotta send a motherfucking check. Who sends what? Who
Dude,
still sending checks?
it gets better. It gets better.
Yeah.
So, right, all the people over there, right?
Oh my god.
You can have the sun pass.
75%.
You can have the sun pass, but that that helps, I guess. But it's still, you have to slow down for tolls like every 5 miles.
Damn.
Now, one positive thing I would say, the service and the people were good. They were very friendly. They were pleasant to talk to. They were there to help you. But at the place that we stayed, the first night we go, and because I was hungry and Lisa was hungry, and we're like, okay, there's nothing around. Restaurants over there apparently close around 10 o'clock on a weekday. That's a fucking resort city. Why would you close your bar at 10 o'clock on a weekend? People are flying in at like 10, 11, they're landing. And let me tell you something. Newsflash, guys, bars, restaurants in Orlando area, Buena Vista, stop trying to cut the people off. Like, open up late. Let your kitchen be open late. There are people that are landing late and they have no food because the airline doesn't give them any fucking food. They give them like peanuts and Cheez-Its and a soda. Like, that's not food. And you've been on that plane for like 4.5 hours.
I feel like that's a great business opportunity. Just open up diners by every hotel.
Yeah, there's some ideas I have.
You know what I'm saying? Just open up a 24-hour diner next to every hotel in Orlando. Boom, there you go. You're welcome, entrepreneur person that's gonna take that idea.
Yeah, and get rid of the toll people.
Yeah. And
Or the
once
tolls,
you become
just-
a gajillionaire, just get rid of the tolls.
Yeah, like
tell them something
pay
stupid.
for the people. Like,
Oh,
here,
Floridians.
free highways, motherfuckers.
Oh man, that's gotta suck.
So-
yeah. You just arrived and you just wanted to get out of the airport, but you're hungry.
Yeah. So
No,
so we go to the hotel restaurant, which is open till 11. Thank God.
Nice.
And I'm looking at the menu, and I see something like chicken something, whatever. Basically, what they were saying is that it's fried chicken, and you can have it with either salad or French fries. And I'm like, I'm in Florida. Why the fuck would I order a salad? So I got it with French fries. What they didn't tell me, it was bacon, chicken, and cheese, like melted. What they didn't tell me, it's a sandwich. And from the looks of it, it was basically 2 Tyson frozen chicken that were microwaved with some bacon on top of it and 2 pieces of cheese, or a piece and a half, between bread. And I was hungry, so I had to eat it. We check in.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, great. We check in, and the front desk person, I think it was a lady, the front desk lady asks us, would you like your room cleaned next morning? I said, yes. I don't know what she put in the computer, but next morning, nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. I was like, all right, whatever. Then I go, and I have to get a haircut. So I go to the best rated barber shop, and these motherfuckers, man, I swear to God, they botched up my shit like there was no tomorrow. Like,
Can I put the pictures?
yeah, I'll send you the pictures. Or did I send them to you?
You said you sent me one.
Yeah.
Yes, send me the best one.
No, they'd like own 2 of them.
Perfect.
But they botched up my shit so bad. Oh my God. Now, the Uber to get there cost $13. The Uber to get back cost $13. That's $26 already. The haircut cost 36 something. And I gave the idiot a $10 tip because I didn't think to look from the sides. I just went like that in the front of the mirror. I was like, all right, looks decent. I'll live with that. I just needed it because the ceremony was in 2 hours.
Oh.
So like I went there, I got there like 4:15 by the time the haircut. And this dude took his sweet time that the salon was fucking, it's next level barbers. fuck these motherfuckers, man. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I go home. It's 5 o'clock. Not go home. Go to the hotel. It's 5 o'clock. I shower quickly. I see the abomination on my head. And I'm like, fuck, I need to fix this. So I go to Zen Barbers. And I was like, yo, I need you to fix this shit like right now. Like I'm going to a wedding. I cannot look like this. I cannot go with this hairdo. I showed my friends, and one of them was like, yo, you're like the dollar store version of Duke Nukem.
That is amazing.
So anyway, I go to Zen Barbers. The kid over there,
You went to a
Josh.
different barbershop.
Yeah, different. I'm not gonna go back to this motherfucker.
I just wanted for clarity. I just wanted for clarity. Yeah.
There's no way, man. Like, if you go back to the same motherfucker that fucked up your haircut to begin with, that's fucked up. Because this motherfucker ain't gonna do any better.
Yeah, he ain't doing no favors.
Yeah, and then you start to question everybody else in the shop.
Yeah.
So fuck that. You go get yourself another barber, right? Like, at least that's the motto I operate on.
That's a good motto.
Yeah, because like it's the same thing with a doctor too, like, and an accountant.
I think that's just good advice in general. If you're dealing with somebody or something that's problematic, maybe readjust the plan. Moving forward, get unstuck.
So the kid fixed me up. His name was Josh. The kid fixed me up.
Josh.
He's Puerto Rican. And then we started talking about like how he got into cutting hair, and he was like, yeah, I wanted to do something, and it was just interesting. Like, my parents were like, no, just go to college for a trade, or something go to college to learn something. He was like, and I was always interested in it, so I just went. I took a class and I liked it, and he got his master barber license and all that shit.
Nice.
And he saved a haircut, and he charged me $20. I gave him a $20 tip because he did such a good job in such a short time that.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he really did fix it up. I looked good.
Do you remember their rating? And
yeah,
their
it
name?
was 1 point lower the next level barbers. And I was like, no.
What was their name?
Zen Barbershop.
Aye, good job, guys.
Yeah, for real, good
Barbershop.
job. So, thank God for that. So, that's $40, right? And the previous $46, like let's round it up, $47, right? That's $87.
You just rounded it up from 46 to 47.
It was 46 and change, right?
Oh,
so
okay,
like 47.
That's not rounding up.
It was from 46 and like change.
Yeah, I got you.
So like $87, right?
Yeah.
Plus a $26 Uber is $109 so far.
Diablo.
And then another $26 Uber from and to the Zen Barbershop.
Oh, Jesus. So you spent about $150
on a haircut.
in a matter of hours.
Dude, the world's most simple haircut.
Oh, man, that sucks, bro.
Yo, dude, like...
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I was ready to...
Oh, man. Nah, it's funny because I... obviously, I don't go to the barber shop very often. But a couple of years ago... I just wanted to get a haircut, but I just wanted it to, I didn't want to shave it off. I wanted to still have hair, and I go to this place, and I don't remember their name, but they gave me, which in hindsight, it was this terrible barber. They gave me this fucking child. And I go in there with my fucking my hair. This was when it was at the middle of my back. So to me it was like, all right, so this is kind of a big deal, cutting my fucking head off, my hair off. And this dude, the way he started, I'm not an expert. I'm not a fucking pro. But usually, what's happened before, they'll put it in a ponytail and then they cut it because that makes it easier. This motherfucker combed my hair down and then fucking started just going around, like trying to like trim my hair like that. I was. It looked terrible. I remember how much it was, but definitely the same. I left him a tip, but I was able to like to fix it. But I was like, oh dude, I've never gone back there. I found another one that's they're pretty good. But it's like just this one place. I'm like,
dude, you should definitely grow your hair, shave it off, donate it to children with cancer, and do that just repeatedly.
Oh man, I couldn't shave it off.
Why not?
Because my lady, she likes it long.
It's okay. She can sacrifice for cancer, man. Like
I'm pretty sure you can donate without having to shave it off. I think
it has to be like 6 inches.
So
or something.
Yeah. Did I do it already? Or we're just fabricating that memory? I don't know. Because
did you get a receipt?
I don't know. I gotta see.
You gotta get that receipt, bro.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm making up that memory, dude. Isn't that crazy how you can convince yourself of things that never happened?
Yeah, that's possible.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, bro.
Fake memories, bro.
Yeah.
Fake memories.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, ironically enough. But there was this story that I was telling for such a long time that I know what story it was. So when I was a little kid, I was in a shootout. This is
for real.
Yeah. I
bet it was because you're Mexican.
Yeah, bro. No, I remember very little. But it was we were fresh into the States, so I was like 3-4 years old. And we were in Yonkers, and we were at this park. From what's been confirmed, is that this guy took out a freaking gun and like started fucking shooting people. Like, and I remember like seeing this shit, just like watching people running. I remember seeing this guy. I remember he was wearing a white shirt because he was like covered in blood. Like I remember I was with my aunt, and she like fucking like yanked me from the head to like get me behind a barrel,
Word.
Yeah, bro. But what, for the longest time, I remembered the guy that did this climbing a tree and hiding his gun in his umbrella. Then like years later, I've been telling that for the longest time. Then like years later, the story comes up, and I'm telling it with my brother, who is he's like a year and a half older than me. So we were both there. And he looks at me, he's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? I was like, that part is not real. You're like, that's not true. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, I've been telling this story for the longest time.
Damn.
Yeah. But it was it's a crazy thing, just the way the brain works.
Well, similar to the way the Supreme Court works, traumatized. Bro.
What was that?
I said similar to the way the Supreme Court works.
Yeah.
How you like them apples?
Oh, dude, the Supreme Court, man. They're just knocking it out of the park. They're I'm almost
home run after home run.
Yo, I'm like, I was telling my lady, he's like, I feel like I'm glitching into my like younger protesting days. I was like, oh shit, fuck, like I'm like, this is it's just like some pretty wild stuff that that they've ruled on recently. That is just kind for the layman here, it's kind of concerning. Like the one that I told you that they could that they could go into your house if you live the border patrol can go into your house if you live 100 miles between from the border. Like, doesn't matter where in on the country, you know, it could be by Canada or like whatever.
So fuck the Fourth Amendment, was it?
It's essentially, you know, and then the other one where you can't sue a police officer if he or she don't reach your Miranda rights. Which what's one of the arguments that I've heard is that, well, that means your case is going to get dismissed. You know, like if like the court, you know, the judge can still be like, oh, you didn't read him his rights, but it's like that's not the point. It's like you can still arrest somebody.
And read
like,
them.
You know, like no. That was like, you can still arrest. Like you're fucking with somebody's life. You know, like it's not like, oh, all right, my bad, you're good to go. It's like, bro, this guy, this person just like spent time in jail. They had to go through the whole process. They had to get like taken out, or maybe they had to spend the weekend just for the judge to be like, nah, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? So that is like that. That's another one, you know, another thing that I'm like, maybe let's not do that. I don't think this is such a good idea. And obviously the big one with freaking Roe v. Wade is like, why it really, at least in my opinion, it just feels like we're regressing, and I just want to since I'm just learning about the level of power, I guess you can say, that the Supreme Court has.
Oh, yeah.
That it's kind of shocking, you know, to realize that they could just be like, nah, it's fine, you know, without even, I guess, a type of discussion, or, you know, a back and forth about some of these things.
Well, there's definitely a back and forth, especially with those, because, right, like somebody has to bring it to the court and they argue the case there, right? The other thing is that, and that's one thing I haven't done with Roe v. Wade, is to read their reasoning, right? Because in the Supreme Court, it's public information, therefore they have to tell you why they ruled the way they ruled, right? Yeah. So I definitely recommend for everybody to go and read it. We're gonna put a link right here, and then right below where the description of the video is, guys, not the comment, the description. So we're gonna do that.
Do you?
I think
is there what is a reason for you sufficient enough for Roe v. Wade to be overruled?
I mean, one of the thing is that, out of curiosity, that it really is not protected on federal level. And that's where that friction between federal and state comes into play, where it's okay to agree to somebody's rules and then still make up your own, right? And that's where the friction is, because first, you know, the right to abortion in any type of case, right? Well, there are certain cases where they should say no, but in other cases, you know, especially if the life of the mother is in danger, I mean, this is what it should be done. Like, it's the right thing to do, because that same person can procreate later, but you don't know if the child is going to survive. Like, it's a very low-level animal instinct where, you know, I think you had it with big cats, where the mother sometimes will cannibalize her cubs in order for her to survive, because she can make more cubs. And, you know, for people to telling me to fight for a fetus, I'm not going to call it a baby, because to me, baby is something that's out in the open and vulnerable, right? Well, when it's within the mother, it's still somewhat protected. Anyway, so with that, it's a weird thing, because the fact that it's not federally protected gives it that battleground.
Yeah.
Right, and then we had the synagogue saying in Florida, saying, wait, like, if the life of the mother is in danger by Jewish law, you have to save the mother. Like, that was understood like
Yeah.
millennia ago,
Yeah.
and like,
Man. No,
I really think that that's something that when it's left to the states, it will become very regionalized, and that will create even more disparity between the population of the states. Because,
do you think people are gonna move?
oh yeah, dude, oh yeah. I mean,
No.
like, even if it's like 5% a year, if you have that move out, and then an influx of, let's say,
Man.
people from those states, because there's always a trade-off, right?
Man, I feel like that's the best case scenario. If people are still are able to move, because some people can't afford to move.
Yeah, that's correct.
Some people
can't.
are, some people are stuck, and I think one of the reasons why people are are like so upset about it is that kind of like what you were saying, it could have just been protected by federal law years ago. When I guess you want to say when the Democrats had power, which actually fucking annoys me, man. The whole party system like annoys me so freaking much. But it could have just been protected, because that's also another thing, that the majority of Americans are pro-choice, so that is where the conflict to me comes. Like, you have these group of people that just if the majority of them agree on something, they get to decide what the rest of us do. And it's like that's not cool. Just in the general sense, like, can we just agree that if most of the population of a nation think believe something or are for something, then you have these other people straight up just be like, nah, it's fine.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. I think it's time to put term limits on the dudes in the Supreme Court.
Hell yes. Hell yeah. Hell
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Get that antiquated fucking bullshit. It's like, oh, you're there for life. No. What?
I understand why people would say you're there for life.
Man.
Like, I would definitely understand that. And I actually get it.
What is that?
Because society, the best way for society to move forward is not with, let's say, drastic changes. It's always like a bulldozer, like slow but steady and just pushing. Like these, I think the fastest jump that we have had in technological speaking and actually communication has happened in the last 20 years. And dude, we can't handle it. Look around you. You really can't handle it. Like,
Can't handle what? Communication?
No, you cannot handle that jump. Like, that jump in societal advancement was just so extreme.
Norms?
Yeah, not only norms, like everything. Dude, everything changed. The second they were able to put a supercomputer in your pocket,
I hear what you're saying.
changed.
Oh, got it.
You
Okay.
have instant access to information. And that has been so hard for so many years. I mean, if you can imagine that back in the day, because you could add and subtract, you could be a very well-off person.
Yeah, the
Like,
education.
Yeah. That was very valuable. And now
Unless
it's
you're a
like,
woman, you're considered a witch.
it's a different story. They didn't have rights back then, so...
Burn them.
Well, it was a different time, man. Like, it was a very wild and very violent time.
Bro,
Like,
I saw this. I gotta find it. There was this device. It's just fucking terrible. That husbands would put on their wives if they became too mouthy. which is essentially a mouthpiece, and this like metal this like metal thing around their head. It was like hollow.
Just put a picture over
yeah,
here.
yeah, it was like hollow, but it would lock this mouthpiece in their mouth. The mouthpiece had spikes on it, so they had to have this fucking thing in their mouth with like spikes on it. If it and it was a device that husbands would use if in case their wives were too mouthy.
What year was that?
Yo, that shit I don't remember.
What year?
I gotta look it up. Yeah. Yo, yeah, and that shit is
weirdly,
fucked up.
I don't know, man. It's kind of fetishy over here. Like,
man.
It's called BDSM.
That doesn't sound so pleasurable, man. I mean, some people are into some
I'm telling
stuff.
you.
Hey,
now we have a different understanding.
If you're into that, let us know. I'm very curious. Yeah, dude. Now that shit was bananas.
It's a very interesting idea.
Yeah.
It is a very interesting idea with the spikes, especially. Like, you made sure she doesn't talk again. Some peace and quiet, finally.
Finally, yeah.
Women and their opinions.
Can't have that, man. You keep that to yourself.
Yeah, but back then was like such a violent time too, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like right now, dude.
It's not like that long ago too.
Right now, man. Like I guess suburbia is changing me to the point where I'm starting to find pleasure in different things that I would never thought I would have found pleasurable. For example,
like
golf.
Oh my god,
dude!
Dude,
I
apparently,
don't know.
Some people be loving golf.
Yo,
are you? What? How did you get into golf? Is there a golf course around you? Do you watch it on TV? Did somebody bring it up?
So I accidentally watched it for like 2 hours.
How do you accidentally watch it?
There was nothing else. Like I had a choice between a PGA golf tournament, and some sports talk show, and I really don't like other people's opinion on sports, especially people that like call themselves like analysts, but all they do is just talk shit. Like, that's bullshit. And like their talk shows, like they don't, there's nothing technical about it, right? But so I was like, oh fuck it, let me watch golf. And then they started explaining it, and the commentators, first of all, their voices are like this, and they're very calm, and the excitement is consistent. It's like, it's refreshing because it's really consistent.
I almost fell asleep just then.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's consistent excitement, and watch how he's moving.
Lack thereof.
No, because they're very analytical, and you understand that they get excited about it, but just it's like it doesn't. One of those people where, I don't know if you ever met those people where you cannot really see on their face what they're thinking or in their voice. Like they inside.
You can tell what people are thinking in their voice. What?
No, meaning
that's
like
pretty cool. I can do that.
When you can read emotion, they have like pretty much the same emotion, but even though inside they might be bubbling with excitement or very sad, they like kind of look the same on the outside. I don't know if you ever met those type of people. I've met a few.
Oh, actually, I think I do. I think I know somebody right now at work. Yeah, I think so. I think that you just described it. Yeah.
So, and I'm watching, and they're like, okay, well, he has to hit it this way because the way the grass is going, the slope of the hill, and this and that. And I'm like, yo, this is so technical. No, this was like so technical, and it was great. And then I started watching a tutorial video.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yo.
Are you gonna get golf clubs now?
Oh yeah. You have no clue, dude. The way
how close is the nearest golf course to your house? I know you already know that shit.
3 miles.
You already know that?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Dude, you don't understand. There's so much geometry involved.
I can imagine.
And it's like, it's all about angles and
It's like
these,
playing
like,
it's like playing
graphs.
marbles. Yeah.
No, I want to say, because
Yes,
It's
It's just a little ball.
no, but like the way they do it, like it you have, like, it's a legitimately a three-dimensional game. You can go back, forward, left side, and then you can go up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In very few games can you go up. Like, for example, in football, right? It is when they're throwing the ball, it is certain type of geometry, but over there the reliance is mostly on power because it's short throws. It's like 10 yards, 15 yards. Okay, the longest one probably 60 yards, right? But the field is, I want to say,
100.
well, then it's 100 yards. I want to say, right? It's 100 yards, but and that's the limiting part. In golf, you have to fucking hit a ball like 136 yards to land in a specific place, and you need to know what the slope is or what the turf is over there to know how to hit the ball, which way to roll further. Like, it is, and then the way they explain it, like the way you have to hold the
Right, you gotta like calculate. You gotta take into consideration how it's gonna land.
yeah, and
That's fucking great.
and what will happen after the landing.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
where
freaking great.
which way it will go, and then you have also wind factor, so there's always forces working against you, ground and air, right? Like, dude, at 17 mile an hour wind, man, you can hit that ball. Like, they were showing one guy, he was like, well, it's about like 15 to 20 mile an hour wind, so in order for the ball to go over there, I have to hit it over there. And then, like, he hits it, and you see just like having a cut.
Yeah, oh, that's cool.
It
That's
really
freaking
is
cool.
gorgeous. And it's everything is about angles, about
Oh, have you
geometry.
seen soccer
like,
goals like that?
the what?
Soccer goals?
Yeah.
Yeah, really, it's just like boom.
Yep.
It's great.
Some
Yeah, with
people
special
can.
effects.
Some people. I mean, some of them do have special effects. Those where they do the little wiggles in the middle. Those cannot happen in real life like that. Like,
The little wiggles.
yeah. There was one where he would hit the ball, and the ball go, like, let's say he would hit it, and the ball go to like left a little bit. Then it would just like wiggle, then go a little bit to the right, and then just wiggle back to the left. And, like, that doesn't happen, and like, get into the
Yeah,
corner.
that sounds like
It's
a cartoon.
Yeah, and then they have the guy in the green suit.
Then they get a jacket, right? That's when they win the championship. They get a jacket or something.
I don't know what they do.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
I
they
like it
get
because, like, you carry your own shit. It's a big golf course. You're outside all day.
Mm.
You look good while you're doing it. Not too much sweating. You still get some exercise, you know.
Yeah, just walking around.
Yeah, because you're
Hitting a
walking around,
ball.
but like fucking. Well, you hit a ball and then you chase it, technically speaking.
Oh man, but they take up so much room, those damn golf courses.
Yeah, they do, and they're very hard to maintain. Like, all that
Bro,
water and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Uh,
We should do extreme golf.
extreme golf.
Yeah, where it's like just natural shit, and like you have to.
It's like things like moving, trying to get it in the way.
Yeah,
Man,
little
shit.
obstacles and shit.
Yeah, obstacle courses.
What else
Yeah.
we gotta talk about?
Yo, so what do you got? Fresh and fit, right, bro?
Fuck them bitches. We're gonna talk about
man.
some prayer in Jesus first,
They're
man.
they're so
fuck,
knowledgeable, you know.
fuck them, man.
They're so.
They're fucking nobodies, yo. Like, I was a cop, blah blah blah. A master key in the shitty lock. You
Oh,
know what
man.
the difference is? Can you apply that to human beings?
Man,
You know, yeah. How dare you enjoy sex the same way or more than I do, you fucking bitch.
man.
Master key, shitty
It
lock.
just oh my god! It just blows my mind how many people follow them, how many people like them and agree with them. It's like
There's a lot of stupid people out there, dude.
I know, but I'm
Remember-
always hopeful. You know, I'm always hopeful, and I wonder, are these bots?
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen Idiocracy?
Yeah, Yeah.
All right. The
Yes.
second that movie came out, we were like halfway there, dude.
Bro.
If that, because
Oh,
I saw it for the
man.
first time in like '07,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh fuck, this is a documentary. This is not like
Yeah.
think about it. Think about the parallels, right? They said that somebody that was constantly on TV in that case. Oh, let me rephrase that. They said that a WWF or wrestler figure would become president of the United States.
You talking about The Rock?
No, man, what are you talking about? Trump.
Oh,
Trump
he was in WWF. He wasn't a
Yeah.
wrestler.
No, I think he had like a match or his hair shaved or some shit like that.
Oh.
But he'd been there.
Oh man.
Everybody was wearing Crocs.
Crocs.
Everybody was wearing Crocs, dude. Like, that was hilarious. And it's like, you know, it's a documentary, and like, dude, and then and that's what the crazy part is about those cell phones. Like, the second that supercomputer got into your pocket, whoo, like, have you tried to live without a cell phone for 6 months?
Yeah, but I also don't think that you know.
It
That
is what
shit.
you use it for. I will tell you that. Like,
Yeah.
I would yeah, but dude, let me tell you, a lot of people much rather have pleasure than knowledge, and that's instant gratification of pleasure. What the fuck are you
Man,
into?
but isn't
You can find it on the
knowledge
internet.
pleasurable? Like I find knowledge very, very pleasurable. You know,
To some people, it is, yeah.
kind of like what I was what with that image that I was telling you about the telescope. But yeah, you're right about it. Yeah, about how shit be playing out with like idiocracy. You know, there was this I forget from where, might have been Ohio. This fucking legislator was he was talking on the topic of, you know, of abortion. He was saying how he's like, well, you know how when somebody's going for colonoscopy, you can take something and that'll help the doctor see inside. It's like a little camera, and then you can see inside. He said,
By the way, I don't know how old you think I am, but I don't know what colonoscopy feels like yet. And
hey, bro, you do what you gotta do. Hey, check your prostate, all right? It feels all right, bro. It feels all right.
oh, you already had it done?
Yeah.
Did you have a little prostate massage? Like, hey, why are you in there?
Hey, you gotta be safe.
Yeah.
You gotta be safe, son. Nah, man.
Wiggle your finger a little bit. Ooh, right there.
No. So,
Did you get an erection?
no. It was.
So somebody touched your prostate.
It was incredibly. It was very uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
Yeah. Uncomfortable.
Well,
So-
yeah, somebody's like knuckles
no,
deep
it
in
was
your
terrible.
asshole
No,
for
yeah,
real.
I do not recommend, but I recommend. You know what I'm saying? It was just very, yeah.
What if
no,
it's...
hold on. No, but hold on.
I have questions. I have questions.
Yeah, I got you, bro. What's up? What you need?
What if it's like, all right, so is there a place
You
where
gotta-
I can
you-
train
you-
my
you-
fiance for a prostate checkup?
What?
Because, you know,
You want to train?
Did you like it?
You want to
Did you like
train
it?
your what?
my fiance for prostate
What do you mean
massage.
train?
I heard that once they touched it over there, you know, you get like super hard and then you explode like a volcano.
I mean, if you're trying to go and get aroused at the doctors.
No. Like, I'm talking about
do
like
what you-
after the doctor. Yeah, because some people do that shit though.
Do
No,
what? They go to the doctor's.
No, they
just
get
to
erections during
fingered?
prostate exam, and that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know. You know, that's. If you do, that's you know. That's all right.
Did you make eye contact after?
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, he the doctor brought me flowers and everything. Yeah. It was,
Oh,
he
nice.
got me lunch too. It was great. It's the best time. It was the best time of my life.
That's a very intimate moment, man. It's like
It's a good chance I'm gonna edit this.
Nah, I think you should leave it.
Oh man,
Just a little wiggle.
Yeah, bro. Oh, it's good times. It's good times.
Dude, if I were you, I'd be like, I'll put it. He'll put it. His finger in there and be like, all right, hit it multiple times.
Yo, bro,
Like,
what kind of health classes did you take? I want to see this school you went to.
wait, you've never? Yeah, xvideos.com, Pornhub. I've seen it happen. Like, I'm not saying I've done it because I actually haven't, but I always wondered. So he can,
Yeah, no, it's definitely good to learn. Yeah. Porn is very informational. Is that a word? Informational.
Yeah, especially for prostate massages.
For prostate.
Prostate.
Yeah.
But all right, so you checked your shit and it's all kosher over there.
Oh yeah, bro. Everything's good.
All right, good.
Yeah. So far. Yeah, we're doing all right over here.
Yeah, can you imagine
I took
one
my
day
shit
you start bleeding?
seriously.
Dude, start bleeding out of your dick, man. Whoo!
I mean, I hope I don't. Yeah. I hope I don't bleed out of anything, out of any freaking orifice.
Oh no, you never had hemorrhoids?
No. You
Yeah.
had hemorrhoids?
Yeah.
That suck.
A little bit. I mean, some blood when you wipe out.
Oh, that's it?
Scary though. Because you go, oh shit, ass cancer.
Oh man.
You gotta go to all them different doctors.
Yeah. You do what you gotta do. You find out, so you make sure you healthy.
Yeah, man. I think one of the most things that I'm
how
scared
do you find
of.
out whether you're healthy or not?
Oh, you go get your.
No, you go on Facebook and you ask your Facebook friends. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, we have one, man. We have one. His name is Eddie, and my man is
Eddie.
Yeah, my man lost it.
Oh,
he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So fresh and fit. Let's fuck him. Yeah, man. I can't stand both of them motherfuckers. Like
Wait, I thought we just finished
they,
talking. Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
like these motherfuckers. Like, man. Like I know stupid people, but at that level of stupidity,
it's so cartoony that I feel as if I'm watching a skit and it's supposed to be funny, but it's not because they're very serious. Even with their guests, it's just so weird. And the advice that they give, or particularly the one guy, the lighter skinned dude, because I keep seeing clips of him talking. I rarely see the other dude talking, but just the way you gotta treat your significant other. If your girl has an Instagram, she's cheating. And to add to it this attitude of this like alpha, like I'm like the top or whatever, because I'm an entrepreneur alpha. Like, bro, like shut the fuck up, bro. Just exist. Why you gotta rate yourself? To like other people. Just be yourself and just shut the fuck up, bro.
No, his parents didn't hug him.
Oh man, or too much.
Both of them. I think both of them did not get hugged at all.
Bro.
And it's like, I understand. I think some of the other people over there are for the money, but the main two are just so like they. You know what they do, man?
What's that?
They're like these like little tiny viruses that get inside your brain and just start killing brain cells, like one after the other. It's like, one episode, boom, one brain cell gone. 2 episodes, boom, one more brain cell gone.
Yeah, I told you about their guest. He said he made a video bitching about people that read and saying that he doesn't read, and saying that like, well, what do you mean? Why am I gonna read? Like, when I could just live and blah, blah. It was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever heard somebody say out loud. You know, it's like, bro, just all right. You don't like to read. That's
Okay.
reading, really. You know, the way we've shared information for fucking centuries. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you literally belittling the thing that has kept us, you know,
Informed.
The fact that you can use a camera phone, like all these things, like that's literature. That's us keeping records of shit, you know. Man.
Yeah, no, these guys are ridiculous. They're ridiculous, and I don't understand how that happened. I don't understand. You know, it's like I never tried heroin, but probably that's what heroin feels like.
Oh shit! Oh man! Oh, it could possibly, bro. Because like I try to listen to things, especially with things that you know that I disagree with. Like I'll make myself like re-listen to it just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. You know, it's like no, it's all right.
I mean, yeah, it and the way they treated the girls and like it was like, oh no, I'm gonna tell you what your opinion is, and it's like, come on, man. Like why? Like let her have her own opinion. Like okay, she's shaking booty for money, and she likes sex. So what?
Yeah.
Let her be. Like, oh, you mad because she ain't fucking you?
Right.
Like,
you really,
is that what you're doing?
That's just your opinion on, like, your one individual opinion. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
What you're saying about people.
I think they
people
fucked. They were on Andrew Schultz, I believe, and then they fucked up something. Like I think that there was an incident over there in that podcast where people are like, yeah, no, these motherfuckers are dumb, man. Like they need to leave.
Yo.
Because like.
They're fucking terrible.
Like, not that I can beat those dudes.
No, man. I'm just convinced that they're not real. That cannot be real life. You have to willingly be trying to create conflict.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing.
You know, and
I think that's so, why they're so successful.
Annoying, is it? Because to me, it's like I'm not mad necessarily at them. I'm just annoyed at the fact that there are so many people that agree with them. You know, because then they could tomorrow they could wake up and be like, this is a joke.
Wait. Wouldn't that be then kind of hating on them? And like, hear me out. Right?
We
because
hating on the fresh and the fittest.
No, I'm not hating on them. Like actually the fact that they're successful, I'm very happy for them because they found found a niche. They found people that are willing to follow them. That honestly, the only reason I ever watched it after the first episode was because of the girls, and they looked sexy as hell. And I was like, wow, like whatever. You're just gorgeous, you know. But other than that, like, and even that got old because they look great up until they opened their mouths, and then there were a couple of them that I was like they were talking. I was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing there? Like, just like those people are way below your intellectual level. Like, what are you doing with those? Like, you cannot reason with them. Like,
some of them left, right? There were a few. I've seen that some of them left, and and some of the times they got yelled at for, or at least they got like, the two guys got like mad and aggressive.
Yeah, because they're idiots, man. I mean, they're the type of alpha that I would not mind kicking in the balls. And they're like, "Oh, you fighting dirty?" I'm like, "No, bitch, I'm just fighting."
Dude.
Like, my goal is to incapacitate you.
One that calls himself
leave.
an alpha. I wouldn't even say an alpha. That's not.
That cop, dude. This one, the bolder one was, a cop before. Like
that's just some bitch ass behavior, man.
It's like dumbass motherfucker. No, he's a dumbass motherfucker.
Because I feel like
he's definitely more successful than you and I right now. We'll acknowledge that. Still dumbass motherfucker.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, I don't like. I really don't care about anybody's success. I'm just dealing with their ideas, and like how they present themselves, and just the.
Well, that's why we're doing this, man,
Hell
to
yeah.
counteract those type of ideas.
Because this just the approach. It seems it pretends to be a level of information, like an informative channel of sorts, teaching young men on how to behave and how to act. But in reality, they're just sowing this poison. They're just like throwing this terrible ideals, antiquated ideals of how men and women should behave that really don't fit in the world we're at now. I mean, unless you're trying to freaking regress, like some people are trying to do.
I hear you,
know
but
what I'm
I
saying?
think I hear you. But I really do think that what you're really trying to say is that they don't fit in your world, right? Or the world that you're pushing for. And
yeah, I guess to an extent, if we're
Yeah,
comparing, if we're
that's-
comparing worlds, in my world, yeah.
But because there are a lot of people, like the fact that they have they have a decent following. It's not like tremendous, like 500,000 users, but it's good enough to pay the bills. And that's good. Like, I'm happy for them. They're living life.
See, to me, that's irrelevant.
I don't know, because like that they found this niche, right? And that just shows, like, I know a few people that are like that, and it's like, in their world, that's the right way to be. In their world, that's like what success is. That's how they define success. So I don't know if it's the upbringing. I would call it different tastes, and that's where that friction will always come from, dude. Like, that's, you would always push for you to make the world a better place the way you see the world, but that doesn't mean that anybody else is.
Yeah, but we don't live. I don't live in a bubble. Like we share it with other people, and I think that that's why I say, like, they kind of want to regress to those antiquated roles of male and female, because it seems that just generally the population, we're moving in a separate direction. So yeah, I mean, my personal worldview, it would
Generally
be,
where, though?
my personal worldview would be that yes, everybody just mind your business, let people do whatever.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, generally where? Because generally in New York, yes, but generally in the whole the whole U.S., dude, we just repealed Roe versus Wade. Like,
no, we didn't. The courts did. That's what
the
my
people,
argument was with it.
the people that got appointed by us appointed those people. So indirectly,
that's a stretch.
no, it's not, because every generation, or not every generation, but like at least. So all right, Obama appointed one, right? Trump appointed two, I believe. Didn't Bush Jr. appoint one as well?
Yeah, no, yes, the president's appointed them. That was my whole point, or like my whole problem with the way they're even an authority, the fact that they're just getting appointed.
Well, I actually agree with that, because that still creates that friction, that debate that we need to move forward, right? What I'm trying to understand is, you were saying so what I am arguing is that friction where people don't fit in the world, right? And when you say, well, these antiquated ways, those ways are antiquated from our point of view, right? And let's say from the majority of the point of view in New York City. But that doesn't mean that somebody out there in Iowa thinks that those are antiquated ways. It's
No, but that's how they describe them. That's what they're trying to keep the values. That's how they describe them.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like those people eventually will die off. This will go back. Like it there always will be this friction that we have to live in. The question is like how do you handle the friction? Because now
How do you bridge those gaps?
it's not about bridging gaps. Because at the end of the day, what it takes about like 20 years to educate people. So for real change to happen, there is about a span of a century. I would say anywhere between 60 to 90 years be where like real change, real strides could be made. What you're talking about did happen in the 1920s, and if you look at the way society treated or people treated each other in the 1920s versus now, like we're just coming off of that stagnation, not stagnation, but that way of living, right? We just haven't evolved there yet. Like, trust me, by the time we're, let's say, because I do think that you and I will live to about like 100. Like for some reason, I do have that belief. It's just the way medicine is going. Like everything is better, unless cancer gets you. But still,
cool.
even then, even if cancer gets you now, they have some like weird cures for it, or at least you have way bigger chance of survival. So for that to happen, like, so we're just starting to come off and unwind all the way of living the way people lived in the 1920s. And to you and I, this is very distant because that's like our grandparents and even our great grandparents sometimes, right? Depending on like who's how old. So
No, I realize how recent it
like
these things are.
Those people, like they're just people like that still existing, and that mentality would take to completely unwind will take another century. Because like it has to be public condemnation. Like there's
right. I mean, and that's. I mean, I'm not unhopeful.
No,
I
see
it for what it is. Like I hear you that at least from what I understand, that it'll take a long time for there to be significant change, or at least drastic change. Is that what you're saying?
Well, in the type of society we live today, because there could be really drastic change. Like let's say you take a look at societies like China and Japan.
No, yeah, I'm talking about today. I'm talking about us,
no,
like,
in our society in the U.S., we're specifically talking about the U.S., not any other country.
Yeah,
just the U.S. In our society, that's it.
I believe that. I believe that it's gonna take a long time.
But if we mobilize towards a cause, whatever that cause might be, right? Because you have, for example, China and Japan. They mobilize towards. See, I still need to learn a lot more about the Japanese culture, but
they mobilize towards what?
Towards a common goal of bettering each other, like bettering their future. Like
you mean Japan and China's future, or the Japanese people within themselves and the Chinese within themselves?
No, yeah, each country for its own, right? And like I mean, look at China right now, dude. I don't know how many times I will say this on the podcast.
You don't think the states are trying to better themselves?
Not as much. There's no. I don't know. Like there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise. Like these people are like, oh no, I'm gonna try to do the best I can with whatever job I have, so my kids can do better than me. And like that's it. And the United States is like, well, because you don't believe in this and I don't believe in this and I cannot agree with you, this and that. Like over there, they're like, nah, fuck that shit. We're working towards. First, we're working economically to get better, and second, we're working towards what you call it, bettering themselves.
Oh, so you think over here just focusing on ideological wars? So
in a way, or at least it feels that way right now. I mean, dude, like the fact that, like, man, that Trump dude is a real problem. He is a real fucking problem. Like, that's some dictator fucking Putin shit. That's not good. That's really not good. I mean, on the scale from 1 to not good, that shit is fuck. Like, the dude is bad.
Bro, did you hear about the hearings about January 6th? Apparently, they
I heard some. Yeah.
they said what's her name, McCain's daughter, she's saying that essentially there was zero reason why Trump would think or say that the election was stolen, because numerous people in his cabinet, in his circle of people, were telling him, like, no, you lost, and he insisted that he didn't. Like, they told him, but he just said no. So he's the, like, it's all on him, you know.
Yeah.
And I think what they're trying to figure out is whether they can charge this dude, because, like, dude, no, that shit was dangerous. That shit was freaking dangerous, man. And it was, I remember, because we spoke about this, I think, one of our earlier episodes, like, just how comical this whole thing this whole thing was, because they were all so riled up. They were ready for a revolution. They were ready to make a, this was their day. This was gonna be in the books, but they failed. Either they just decided to tour the building. They didn't do anything, until the police came and they got arrested, and, like, somebody got, and a bunch of people got hurt or died, and then they all were just like, no, we were just walking around, we're just protesting. Like, they all changed their mind like a bunch of cowards, and I was like, no, these things, like, have consequences. You try to take over the government, dude. That's that's not okay. That's very unpatriotic. Or, I don't know. I mean, you could argue. I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say you could. I mean, you could argue. It's like, for my country. You know what I'm saying? So then, but that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, it was just like, dude, just at least have some conviction, man. Yeah.
People have a lot of convictions, dude. It's just, I don't know. It's, take responsibility. And it was so stupid not to wear masks. Bro. It was so stupid. I will have masked the fuck up.
Oh, man.
Like,
yo.
I will have masked so hard.
Bro.
I will have worn 2 masks. Like,
yo, they filmed it. They were filming it. They were, like, live streaming it, bro. There's footage of people live streaming, like, like, they thought there was gonna be no consequence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man.
It is sad but true.
Man.
Sad but true.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, I guess very soon some of us might be going back over the border, huh? Mexico's way better, bro.
Oh, shit.
Mantequilla.
Yeah, bro. I'm going. I don't know where I'm going.
Mexico City. Mexico City, man.
Yeah.
Ciudad de Mexico.
Bro, I saw this video of this Mexican cat. Nah, I don't think it was Mexican. He this Spanish dude grew up in Canada, in England. And he talks with a British accent, a very strong British accent when he talks in English, But when he talks in Spanish, the accent is gone. He sounds like I do when I speak Spanish, or like other, like, Spanish when they speak Spanish. And I just thought that shit is fucking fascinating.
It's
like, so your accent disappears when you speak Spanish? Like, hold on, no, I can't even do it. But I just think that's pretty cool. How language be working, Yeah.
I mean, he's also British, so technically he doesn't have an accent. Because to us, he has an accent, but
Yeah,
See, probably to the
so he
Spaniards.
takes it away.
Yeah, so probably like the Spaniards have an accent to you, probably too. No, when they speak Spanish.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has an accent to me.
I don't know, man. So for me, it's very hard to understand people from Ireland. Like,
Oh, so some of them are so strong, dude.
it
Yeah.
is. I really have to pay attention. Like,
Yeah.
there are times that I actually ask them to repeat what they said.
Now there's I forget the name. There's this Irish pub. It's probably one of the nicest bartenders. Like my dude arrives and he's like, if it's a packed bar and he just got there to work, he like goes through the whole place and like shakes everybody's hand. You know, really nice dude. But I have that problem. Like he'll be talking and he'll be saying some funny shit. And I know it's funny because he laughs at the end of it, and I'm like, I caught like 3 words, you know. No, but it's so cool. But the videos you could watch and you just hear them speak. You know, when they have really strong accents and you start like picking up, you know, a little bit more.
Bro.
Man.
Yeah, no, that girl with the I got school in the morning, she kills me. We'll put up a link over here.
Yeah.
Like, what you did? I got school. Like, I cannot even make it, but it makes me laugh so much because she's so serious in it. It's not even her accent; it's just the fact that how serious she is about it. I'm like, yeah. All right, let's end this, dude.
All right, bro.
Peace. Oh yeah, we're drinking some Pinot Grigio. Watch the Liquor Store Blues.
I think look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. Bye.